Good evening, folks. This is K5LYN. My name's Lynn. I'm in Austin. We get together on Wednesday evenings and talk about the early days of single sideband. I happen to be on a Collins S3 line tonight, which is the first time I've had it down here. It's a rig I used to keep up on 20, but I thought I might pull it down here and hope that Matt would be recording, and I think maybe he is. So this will be the first time I've heard this. Buy-sell trades are welcome if they're vintage radio related. And most of us are going to be on vacuum tube radios. Some people come on hybrids, and modern radios are welcome if you're interested in what we're doing. Does anybody need this frequency for any use? Because we might have some emergency. Let's just take a standby. Failing that, we'll kick this thing off. All right, if you're working on a radio and you have a technical question about the radio, this is a good place to ask for some advice. And there are a lot of expertise is to be found here. You might just find the answer to the problem. All right. I'm going to talk to OJB, HHW, SE. CXG said he left 5D, Kyle, if he's around. YMF, RZN, EF, and KC5L. Or at least that's what I'm going to try to get done. Then we'll give it to Jay. Then we'll give it to Rusty. We'll get you all picked up. So, N5OJB. What's happening in Gonzales?
Lynn, this is N5OJB. The name is Denver in Gonzales, Texas. And really, there's nothing happening other than it is so hot I can't hardly stand it. And I can remember back in the day whenever the old Swans and stuff like that were the top of the line radios for sideband and AM both and CW. But I'm talking to you tonight on an old TS820. And I'm running an NCL 2000 national amplifier behind it, getting about 800 to 900 watts out of it, and going into an old inverted V and dipole that I built myself. And I'm talking to you on a Shure, hell, I can't even remember the number of the mic. I'd have to look at it, but it's a Shure stage mic is what it is. All the singers used to love them. And but I'm doing pretty good around here, so I'm going to turn it back to you.
Hey, Denver, that national amplifier is really a pretty rare piece. We never hear more than one or two down here. Have you had it on any of the other bands?
Oh, yes. I run it on 40 meters. I run it on 75. I've had it on 20. Yeah, I've had it on 10. I run it, yeah.
Very cool, because that's a nice piece. Hang on to it.
Oh, I plan on it.
All right, let's see what Henry's got on his mind. Mr. HHW. Henry is still down there somewhere? K5LYN.
Yeah, I'm right here there. Good afternoon to everybody. We're on an old Kenwood TF900, and the microphone, like I said earlier, is an old MC50. And we're running inverted V. About 250 watts is about what we're running. Everybody's sounding good. Hope everybody had a great day. Stay away from that old coronavirus, and everybody have a good afternoon. I'm going to step back and listen. Back to Nick.
Outstanding signal, Henry. And that radio's barefoot. Is that why I'm only hearing 200 or so watts?
That is correct. 235 watts right now.
Talking up a storm. Sounds like $1 million. Great to hear you. All right, W5SE. Sir, you still there? K5LYN. All right, I don't hear him. How about, let's see, Bob said he was going in the house. KA5D. Kyle, you still there? Kyle's one of our neighbors. He may have moved on. KF5YMF. Hey, tell us about it, Barry.
How you doing, Lynn? Thanks for picking me up. Yeah, I'm on my usual 500C, Swan 500C, and enjoying this radio. It's a nice radio. Got a dipole. It's about 35 feet. And I had a question. Don't know if it's boat anchor related or not. Yeah, I've got an old generator. I think it's a World War II vintage. It's an old Wisconsin motor. I think it puts out 24 volts. Can't figure out what it's for. I'm thinking. Heard you guys talk about dynamos at one time. What do those things run on in the old military equipment?
Okay. Barry, I know the guy that can answer your question, and let me remember his call. I'll try and get you an email. There's a guy that knows about that stuff. We'll put it together, but it might take me a little while.
Hey, Lynn.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Lynn. Yeah, that was just kind of off the wall there. I didn't know if if that was something worth keeping, or it just was one of those items that sweetened the deal way back. I was collecting an old Delta Milwaukee table saw, and it went on the trailer with it, and I've had it for a long time, but didn't know what anybody needed 24 volts DC for, and cool little generator. It's really rugged, but we ended up taking that to Belton or something, who knows. Cat 5Y back to net.
Yeah, somebody may have a comment. The engine runs. You've tried the engine? Barry, what about the engine? Well, we might have lost Barry. Jay, do you have a comment?
Yeah, 24 volts is what those little, remember those transmitters and receivers that people used to get? That's what they ran on. The dynamotors in them were 24 volts. That was also aircraft power. So it could be used for operating aircraft radios. And I believe there were some BC like 348s and stuff like that also would run on 24 volts.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Let's see if we lost Barry. Barry, are you back?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're hearing you fine. We were asking you if you'd run the engine on that generator.
Yeah, I have, but I've got to say barely. It's it's missing the gas tank. Ran it on the starter. It's a big chunk. It's a Wisconsin motor with you got to wind the rope up around the starter, and it's got a what is this? The regulator's like huge on the thing. You know, shielded spark plug and everything. It's rugged. Well built. But ran it for a little bit, just running off of starter fuel. And, it's been parked under a shed here for many years. But I was wondering what it was for. And, Jay, thanks for the comment there. I'll look on the net for that.
Yeah, both gas tanks. Both gas tanks work well in a situation like that, Barry. All right, we'll get in touch with you further. Anything else for the net tonight?
That's it, Lynn. Thank you. Cat 5YMF, back to net.
Sounding good. Okay, how about John, KF5 Mars at End? What do you say, John?
Oh, thank you, Lynn. Kilo Foxtrot 5, Radio Zulu November over here at Canyon Lake, Texas. We're running an 830 with an MC60 tonight, inverted V, and a single 3-500Z AL80B. Not much going on around here. We're just working and trying to keep it going. Everybody's sounding good tonight. I appreciate the check-in, KF5RZN.
John, you always have a great signal. Tonight is no exception. Really good. Good to hear you. All right, let's move on to Central Electronics, K5EF. Hey, Nick, you still hearing us down there? How about it, K5LYN?
Hey, Lynn. Nice to hear you guys tonight. K5EF. I didn't have a chance to check to see if I was on frequency or not, but I probably drifted a bit, as I just turned it on a few minutes before I talked to you earlier. Anyway, running the 100B tonight, 600L, my sloper antenna, and receivers R4. But everybody's sounding okay. I was concerned. It seemed like every Wednesday night there's a thunderstorm here, and makes copy really difficult. But tonight it's okay. Any of that, that's it. Nothing new here. K5EF.
Yeah, they've been teasing us with rumors of thunderstorms, Nick, but it hadn't happened here yet. But we're promising better times ahead. Station sounds great, Nick. Anything else for the net tonight?
No, we're all good. Just watching to see how the coronavirus stuff works out. The Ozone Radio Club is still proceeding along with their planned Hamfest in October. Of course, we have to keep an eyeball on what's going on with the virus. And right now, it's not cooperating very well. Good?
No, but actually, Louisiana did remarkably good because that was an early hot spot, but they beat it back pretty well. We'll play it by ear.
Yeah, we are. We're just looking at it week by week.
Okay. Same here. All right, good to hear you, Nick. How about KC5L? Tom, talk to us. K5LYN.
Hey, good evening, Lynn, and the Boat Anchors Net. Tom, KC5L in San Antonio. And tonight we're talking on the Central Electronics 200B, driving a Central Electronics 600L, and that's going into a balanced line tuner and homebrew open wire line and doublet of about 15 feet, and doing about 300 watts. And listening on a 600L, microphone is a D104. And that's about all I have for the net. So back to you, Lynn, KC50.
Outstanding, Tom. Very nice work on your part. Okay, I need to make one more comment before we turn this over to Jay. Y'all, if you were an early and we somehow didn't get you on the list of people to be picked up first, give us a break, come in and tell us that you were there. It should have been one of the earlies because it's hard to juggle all this with three of us here. All right, Jay, KM5QS, take a shot at it, K5LYN.
All righty. Well, I'll start off with the first person I heard on here this evening, which was, oh, wait a minute, I'm supposed to tell you what I'm running. I'm on the set of Kenwood Twins tonight, driving a TL922 amplifier and using an Electro Voice 664A through a homebrew tuner, a homebrew antenna, feed line, the whole 9 yards, and that's about it. So, seems to be working about halfway decent. So, Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo. Doug, you're on the first.
Well, thank you. Good evening, everybody. This is Doug in Bryan, Texas, talking to you on tonight on the Trusty Swan 500, but narrowed up quite a bit with a very, very old but rebuilt. It's a Turner U9S. It's like the FDR type microphone. It's definitely a can. There's nothing really pretty about it, except maybe the stainless steel screen. But I rebuilt it, took the cone off. It's got a little Rochelle salt, I think I said that right, crystal, and a fork, and it's a tin, about a 5,000 thick cone that goes over the top. The wax gets old, and so either you just got to remelt the wax with a little dental tool and a big ladder, or you can use a soldering iron, or you can remove it entirely and do it again. But that's what it took to get it rebuilt. So I hope it sounds great. I know it doesn't sound as good as the other microphone, but I said tonight, what the heck. So, all right, talking on a inverted V up at about 95 feet, fed with RG213, and barefoot coming out of here about 270 watts. So that's the rundown. Never had any rain here in about the last month and a half. So I tell you, the dust is getting pretty doggone thick. It sure be nice to at least get about a tenth of an inch. I think that would be good enough. So anyway, thanks for everybody for letting me in, and 7-3s to the Boat Anchors net for another week. So this is Doug, WB1E, turning back to, I'm sorry, Jay, I forgot your KM5QS and the net. There you
go. No problem. You want some rain, just wait till this weekend. You're liable to regret that want. But anyway, hopefully we'll get it enough to cool it off a little bit. All right, next I've got KA5CXG. How about you, Bob? Uh-oh. Well, I'm not hearing Bob. Anybody hear Bob?
Negative.
Well, maybe he'll be back in a little bit. W5SC. Dennis, are you back? All righty, moving right along. Whiskey 5, Juliet, India. How about you, Ed?
Yeah, it's November 5, Juliet, India. This is Ed, New Braunfels. I'm cheating a little bit. I'm running a Kenwood 430S here tonight. Stock microphone into my Heathkit SB201. Out the window to a inverted V up about 45 feet, homebrew. And that's about it. Probably peaking, maybe 400 watts or so. I'm not hitting it very hard. N5, JJI. Back to you, Jay.
Okay, Ed, sorry about that. I was looking at my list, and the N I wrote down looks like half of a W, so, okay, never mind. My bad. W5, nope, I'm going to start over. WB5, TXW. How about you, George?
Hello, Jay, and all around the net from WB5TXW.
KXSW George in Austin for the finest hour of amateur radio for the week. Transmitting on a 32S1, receiving 75S3. Got the Collins speaker box, which the number evades me right now. And the 30L1, which I haven't broken yet tonight. Power supply, antenna tuner, Shure 444 microphone, and a 75-meter dipole fed with 450-ohm twin lead in the side yard. So good. Things appear to be working. Over.
Yes, sir. It's working fine. It takes a lot of talent to break a 30L1.
Want to bet?
No, not really. Anything else, George?
That is it. I hope everybody's staying healthy. I've been doing all the walking. I love summertime. It still is as bad as 2011, by the way, in case anybody's noticed. And come on, rain from the Gulf. WD5TXW back to net.
Yes, sir. That's a good possibility. All righty. Thank you, George. Let me see. Who have I got next? Which victim? How about November 5, Bravo Tango Mike, Ralph? Okay, we'll come back to Ralph. How about Portland, Texas, K5, KKM? How about you, Kevin?
Yeah, thank you, Jay. This is Kevin in Portland, Texas. Not much to report here. It has been really hot. Not much rain, so I'm looking forward to the forecasted rain everybody's talking about this weekend. Everybody's sounding really good here tonight. I'm talking on a Yaesu ST101E with a little cheap handheld mic into an off-center bed dipole. It's always worked real good for me. Hope I'm on frequency. Tried to balance this thing out a little bit the other day on transmit and receive. Hopefully everybody's hearing me okay. But anyway, not much going on here. Good to everybody tonight. 7:30 to everybody. And thank you, Jay. Back to net. K5, KKM in Portland, Texas.
Okay, Kevin. Yeah, you're sounding. You're understandable. It's a little bit down the band, but I may be a little up the band too. So I'm gonna have to readjust here in a minute. And that's 5 or 6 for me. So why don't yeah. Hey, Rusty, why don't you take some? KM5QS.
Okay, KM5QS. Again, hello. Okay, there we go. Burn that thing. Hello. Okay. All right, KM5QS, WK5R. All right, good evening, everybody. Name here is Rusty, located up here in northeast Texas, halfway between Dallas and Tyler, a little town called Wills Point. And we're on the usual HT-37 helicopters, listening on the ICOM 706 Mark II-G. And the microphone is the Audio-Technica AT-2035. And we're driving the GS-35B amplifier at about 1 kilowatt into the fan dipole at about 50 feet. And with that, before I get started, I do have a couple of items for sale, and these are just to make offer. And unless you want to come by and pick them up, they will be flush shipping. I don't know what that will be until I weigh them. But I have a Swan 400 parts rig. Got a lot of stuff, parts in there if you might need, meter, all that kind of stuff. The band switch broke on it. That's what's wrong with it. That's make an offer. I have the VFO that goes with it. The VFO is fine to make offer. And I have a
filament bias transformer for SB220. As far as I know, it's good, works, and that'll be a make offer. And my phone number is area code 903-873-3135. Again, 903-873-3135. And I'm good on QRZ. Okay, with that, N5 BTM, Ralph. Hello, Ralph. Did you step out of the room? I guess he did. KAWOZ, Dan.
Yeah, good evening, Rusty. I'll bet $5 Ralph fell asleep again. That happens just about this time every Wednesday. Anyway, this is Dan, KWOZ, downtown Houston, the sanctuary city. And I'm cheating a little bit tonight. Who was that had 430? Anyway, was that it, I guess? I've got a Kenwood 440 on here, one of Sammy's favorites. I'm driving my brand new E-Kit SB1000 amplifier. Putting out about, it's almost 700 watts. Not driving at all that hard, but it's putting out some power. The antenna's a 2-band bazooka up there about 42 feet. And the microphone I'm using is an MC50. I have no clue what that sounds like, but it's making the meters move anyway. And I have something, you just reminded me, Rusty. I have a Dentron amplifier. It's a 160-10L. It uses the 4 572Bs. It puts out these two that are in it. 3 of them are very good. One of them is okay. I've got some more. I could check them out, but it's putting out 1,000 watts without any problem, so I figure that's plenty good. If somebody's interested in that, I'd sell it for $300. Looks quite good and really works good. And if they want me to meet them within 150 miles, I'd charge about $325. Or if they want to pay for the shipping, that'd be okay too. Anyway, you can look me up on QRZ database under K8WOZ, K8 Whiskey Oscar Zulu. And that's about all I have for tonight. Back to you, Rusty, K8WOZ.
All right, Dan, the 440 sounds fine. and good on the Dentron amplifier. All right. Did you wake up over there, Ralph? N5 BTM.
Yeah, WK5R in the net, N5 BTM, Ralph Spring. Good evening, one and all. We're running a Kenwood TS520 this evening. And driving a homebrew amplifier, right? A single 3-500. And we're running approximately 500 watts output. Microphone's a Shure 444D and MN2700 antenna tuner. So that's about it over there. So back to you there, Rusty. WK5R in the net, N5 BTM.
All right, the station sounds good there, Ralph. And with the single tuber 3500 homebrew amp. All right. KE52, Jim.
Yes, this is Kilo Echo 5 Quebec, Jim in Plano. Good evening to everybody on the net. I'm running the KWM2 station tonight, round emblem, into the 3001 round emblem, and the microphone is the Shure 444 into the usual Ultimax double bazooka there, 8040. And boy, the band seems to be in great shape. Comping everybody really, really good. Appreciate it there, Rusty. KE5Q, go ahead.
Jim, the Collins rig sounds good. So we got you checked off. KC5WBG, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. John KC5WBG down here in McAllen, just want to get in here and say good evening to everybody. We're still running the Kenwood TS520 with the Radio Shack clone of the Shure microphone. I forget exactly which model it is, but and we're driving that into an old Heathkit SB220 that's attached to a ladder line doubling up at about 50 feet. So nothing special here, but everybody sounded good tonight down here in McAllen. Hope everybody has a good week, and hopefully we'll get a little bit of rain. KC5WBG, back to you.
Okay, 520 sounding good there. And that microphone, that sure is probably a highball or highball too. That was what Radio Shack here did. Oh, it had to have a Shure mic with a piece of tape over it that said Radio Shack. Thanks to Tim from McAllen. All right, that's all I have on my list. So let's see here. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Whiskey 5
LRS W5HTR. All right, WW9W. Hello, yes, Bernie, you got me again. I forgot your name.
Yeah, hello, Russ. This is Robert. This is Robert over here in Allen. WW9W. Yeah, man, everybody, like Jim said, everybody's got some big signals in here this evening. And you're sounding very good over here also. I'm running the old Yaesu FT101E and running that into a 4-1000 homebrewed amplifier. Looks like peaking about a kilowatt or so. Of course, the old faithful double bazooka dual band 8040 Ultimax. Probably about 45 feet at the apex, and I've got it in an inverted V. And I'm using this old Yaesu microphone with the 101, the YD844A, I believe is the model. And running it at 50K kilo ohms there, and it seems to be, Jimmy and I tested out a few days ago, and seems like I finally got the audio right. But this is one of Byron's specials there, EDX. The radio is anyway. Of course, the amplifier built by a friend of mine who is Silent Key, Bo Williams, and then we call it a BW1000. And Sammy put the touch on it, had some issues, and I took it down to Sammy, and he got it all squared away for me. Okay, Russ, appreciate you bringing me in, brother. You guys have a great evening, and stay safe. WK5R, WW9W.
All right, Robert, sounding great there. Sorry I went blank and forgot your name a while ago. At least it wasn't as bad as that day I came up there to the store and you played me. Anyway, sounding great there. Okay, W5HTC, I believe it is. Is that Fred? Go ahead.
Yeah, Rusty, Whiskey 5 Hotel Tango Radio, HTR. I'll say good evening to everybody. And on the net, and I'm talking on a TR4, and with a little amplification help here from an FL2000B, which was obtained several years ago from Sammy, by the way. And the antenna is an inverted V with the apex of 35 feet or so. And the mic is a Shure 444 Delta. So it's a lot of old stuff, working good, just exactly right for the Boat Anchor Net. Incidentally, I heard, I guess Lynn and some other guys and Jay talking about the 24-volt radios. And I think the term they were looking for was they were old command sets, military command sets, ARC 5 and so on. Those are probably the radios that they were wanting to refer to. Maybe. I hope that was helpful. Anyway, back to you, Rusty, and the net. WK5R, W5HTR, Richardson, Texas.
All right, Fred. The Drake sounded great there. All right. Yeah, I was thinking kind of along the same lines. I was thinking that 24-volt generator would probably be for a a portable signal core field set up, would be my guess. All right. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Delta.
W5FPT.
Okay, I got 2 there, and I'll come back and pick up the others later on. Yes. AB0UOZ. Hello, Perry.
Hey, wow, man, I got in. I tried to get in last time, and I don't think I got enough power from Missouri to get down there and overtake anybody. So, anyway, well, let's see. This evening I'm kind of cheating a little bit. Hot weather slowed me down from lighting up too many tubes. So, we're still on the East kit, but we're on the SC104A. Solid state heat kit. Got the CFO and the matching speakers, the power supply, the console, the little scope, and I'm also using the 230 little amplifier. So we're running up there near 500 watts or so, and naturally going out through my Heat Kit 2060 tuner and through the water line to my 137-foot inverted base. So, kind of the rundown there, Rusty. Anyway, good evening. Boy, signals are pretty good tonight. Copying everybody really good. Happy about that for sure. Especially here on the best hour on AM radio during the week. Rusty, thanks for being here. Good evening to all the guys. We'll shut up. KB0UOZ.
All right, Perry. Yeah, you ought to heard it on this end when I put out that call. You ought to be rubbing your knuckles. Everybody bumped heads. I had to wait for stragglers to pick them up. All right, appreciate checking in. The SC104 sounds good there. All right, W5FPT. Paul, go ahead.
Hey, Rusty. Good evening, everybody. This is Paul in Jasper, Texas. Tonight we're running a 530S into a SP200, about, 700 watts out. We're going to a 2068 tuner and out to a super mini loop up at 55 feet. And I sure enjoy listening to all you guys. Everyone's sounding great. If I could, I'd send you off some of this rain. We've had over 3 inches in the last 4 days over here, so we're getting soaked pretty good. Anyway, that's all I've got, Rusty. Thanks for picking me up. W5FPT.
All right, Paul. The 530 sounds great there. All right. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
KG5LRS.
Okay, I got 2 there. I had a K5 and it was a W5, but I didn't get the suffix. All right, I got it. I believe that was K5 Lima Radio Sierra. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is KG5LRS, Jerry in Quinlan, Texas. Evening time, Rusty. I want to say evening time to Robert out there. Robert, I still have that set of beams I got from you working good. But anyway, I'm cheating. I'm talking on a Yaesu 890 tonight on an inverted beam. And I also wanted to mention, Rusty, you said something about you had I think it was a filament transformer for a Heat Kit 220. I was on QRZ, swap meet, and on the ham gear wanted section, there was somebody looking for one. I just now remembered that. But anyway, everybody have a great evening. It's been quite a while since I have actually checked into the net, and I just wanted to jump down here and say hi to everyone out there. So appreciate you picking me up, Rusty. WK5R, KG5LRS. Thank you, sir.
All right. JC, is that you?
Yes, sir. In the flesh.
Hello, neighbor across the woods in there. I didn't know which one you was. I didn't know if you was that one or the one out there just north of Quinlan on the left-hand side. Anyway, sounding right there, Jerry, and I'll check that out. All right. Here. Get some of this stuff out of the way. All right. W5 FMF. Go ahead. Roger. Where did you say you was? Is anybody copying him better than me? I thought he said he was up there around Oklahoma. That's what I thought, but he must be just across the Red River from me because he faded out on me there. Oh, Roger, I got you that time, Northwest Oklahoma, on a Kenwood. Something 30. I don't know if it's a 430 or a 530, but either whatever it is, it sounds good there. Okay. There's one more call, then I'll shoot Rebecca in there. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Kilo Alpha 5 Delta.
Is that KA5D? Go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. This is Kyle calling in from Central Austin. Love hearing those reel tubes glowing, and everybody sounds great. That's all I got. Back to you.
Okay. Appreciate you checking in there. All right. I'm going to throw one more out there before I throw it back to Lynn. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. K5LYN, WK5R. Go ahead, Lynn.
Yeah, okay, Rusty, I think I'm back. Does it sound like it? K5LYN.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, good evening to our neighbor Kyle. Yeah, Kyle and George and I all live within walking distance of each other. And it's always good to hear the group on the radio here. All right, who else for the Boat Anchors? K5LYN on the Collins S3 line. Listening?
Edward David X-Ray.
EDX, yes, sir. Talk to us, Byron.
Yeah, Lynn, Rusty, Jay, and everybody on the good old Boat Anchors Nest. Hope y'all having a hot summer July evening. Tonight we're running the old Kenwood 520, the old standby, not even an event. And we're running it barefoot since the band's so good. Get some thunderstorms around, not close to Bluffdale, but somewhere in north central Texas they had some rain today. Well, I wasn't so lucky, but I do hear a little of the QRN from it. So everybody's sounding good. Same old MC50 mic, same old inverted V. Back to you, Lynn. No news is good news. WA5EDS.
Okay, Byron. Really nice signal. You know, I'm convinced the 520 must be one of the greatest radios ever built. I mean, of all these old rigs from the hybrid era, that's the one that still works, and they all work great. Any other thoughts about it?
Well, I second that emotion. I think it is the classic of the classics. It's nice to have an 820 with a digital display, but I keep coming back to the old 520. And they're easy to work on, and this is the one I had to replace the high voltage caps in it because of the severe hum I had in it. But other than that, it's running pretty good. I got that from Robert, WW9W. So we've been doing some swapping here and there.
Yeah. Well, I picked up a junker at Belton one time. It was certainly a parts rig. And when I started trying to take the parts out of it, I found it was built like a battleship. I mean, how do you unbuild something like that? It's amazing. What quality? Okay, Byron, anything else on your end?
No, there's no such thing as a junker 520. They can all be restored pretty easily. So I've never seen a junker yet. Hi.
Well, I had the only one. One existed, but they're incredible radios. All right, good to hear you, Byron. All right, who else for the Boat Anchors? K5LYN, listening? Okay, this is the time we ask for you guys in Louisiana, in Mississippi, and Arkansas, in Oklahoma, Kansas. Where are you all tonight? K5LYN.
Mexico, KO7, Charlie Delta.
KO7CD in New Mexico. Talk to us, Mike.
Copy me, okay. I copy just about everybody. The band has gotten continuously better from many else. So when you start a 6-third gear, I can copy it now. A couple of the rigs I'm going to try to give Matt my rig report at the end of the month. So I missed a couple, but everybody's coming in real good right now. Got a lot of thunderstorms in our area today, and for the last few days actually. It'd be nice in the morning, then we get an afternoon rain, and we may move off, but they're in the vicinity because I have a lot of static practice here at my end. Tonight I'm running the ICOM 701, and that's going into a Nostra GSP 201 amplifier with 4 or 572Bs in it. I've got a dipole up about 40 feet here in the pine trees. And real pleasant weather here today. We went downtown to Gordo to do a little shopping and have a green chili cheeseburger at Blake's. And then on the way back, the temperature there at the pass or the summit around Mescalero was 59.59 in the middle of the day. What do you think of that?
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, with my Austin line noise, Mike, I didn't get quite 100%, but I got most of it. The station is doing a great job. It's a nice signal, but it's got a lot of competition here. Hey, when are we going to see you back in Texas again?
Say again?
When are we going to see you back in Texas?
Probably sometime in October.
Oh, October. Okay, that's what I would do, too. If I had a place in New Mexico, I'd stay at least until October. Great to hear you, Mike. Anything else for the net this evening?
Well, that's it. The only other thing to report, Lynn, is I put the baseboards and the laminate floor in my shack out back, and sometime this week I'm going to be moving all my equipment out of the utility room and out into the permanent shack in the back of the yard.
All right. Let's see. Anybody, while you're here, anybody else you need to talk to?
No, I don't think so. Just wave a hand at everybody, and good luck with the net. I hope you pick up a few more.
All right, we'll see when you get back. All right, who else for the boat anchors? K5LYN calling and listening.
W5TLJ.
TLJ, Terry, talk to us.
I'm not on the whole radio, but I'm on my Yaesu 1000 Mark 5 running 200 watts.
Well, it's doing a good job, and I know you've made improvements in the antenna, and I can tell the difference. It's working.
Yeah, but I can tell you about it. Do you talk about old tube receivers?
Say that again?
Do you guys ever talk about tube receivers? Like
yeah, what about tube receivers?
I double with say yeah.
Okay, what is it about tube receivers?
Do you guys ever talk about them, like Drake and Swan and all that?
Yeah, we've. I usually have a Drake receiver on here. We've had at least one Swan. We've got it. Everything you've ever heard of, we've got it. Over.
Well, about 2 weeks ago, I picked up a R4 from an old boy in Deer Park, totally restored. Looks like it just came out of the factory. New caps, new tubes, everything. $240 shipped.
Well, that's a great receiver. I have one. I use it with my Central Electronics 10A. The R4 is a spectacular receiver, and in many ways, it's more problem-free because the permeability tuned oscillator is vacuum tube rather than solid state, which can go bad. So you got the right one.
Do you know anybody that has like a T4 or a TR4 for sale reasonable that's working?
Well, let's put it out there. You're looking for a transmitter to mate up with the R4 receiver, and any of those T4 series will work as far as I know. Is there an internet, what's the best way to connect with you, over?
You can call me on the phone, or my phone number is 325-203-0707, 325-203-0707, and my email's good, QRZ.
Okay.
Or QTH, either one.
And that's W5TLJ, right?
Yeah.
All right, W5TLJ's got his eye out for a Drake transmitter. If you've got an extra one, get in touch with him. W5TLJ is good on QRZ.com, or let me see if I got the number right. 325-203-0707, over.
Affirmative.
Okay, anything else for the net, Terry?
No, it's good talking to y'all again.
Yeah, best signal we've heard in a long time. That station's working. All right, who else for the net? K5LYN calling and listening.
AG5XB.
Okay, AG5XB. I might not have got that exactly right, but go ahead and talk to us.
That's Alpha Golf 5 X-Ray Papa. Yeah, this is Kenneth up in Brownwood. Have a shout out for Terry there, sounding good. I'm talking on a Kenwood TS530 going out of Helicopter's HT33A amplifier going through a Heathkit 2040 tuner. Back to that.
Yeah, Jeff, I looked you up in QRZ.com today because you're the only guy that ever has a Hallicrafter linear on the net. Now, how'd you come by that Hallicrafter linear but not a Hallicrafter transmitter or transceiver to go with it? Over.
I was listening to y'all one day and Sammy had that, and I got said GSB 201 for sale, so I bought them up. But I do have a HT32A transmitter I'm working on right now, and I forgot to ask if there's any mods I need to do to that transmitter and what type of microphone is work best in that 32A transmitter. Over.
All right. Well, I've got you here. Do you know that the power transformers in the HT32s and HT37s, the failure rate is 100% unless you solid state it. Is your power transformer still working?
As far as I know, it's supposed to work when I got it, but right now I'm in the process of checking it out to see if it's safe to plug it in or not.
It's not. Don't do it. Check it with an ohm meter, and you will save it if you will solid state it. If you send me an email, I can tell you what you have to do. It's the 5-volt filament windings that fail. And if you solid state it, those 5-volt filament windings are out of the circuit, and it'll work forever. But I wouldn't even turn it on because of that. Over.
Roger. Yeah, I guess your email address is good in QRZ.
It is. K5LYN@ARRL.net.
Roger. I'll give you a shout out on that then and see what's going on. Appreciate the info. With back to net.
Yeah, that's a great transmitter. In fact, one of our net controls has got the HT37 on tonight. But that power transformer is guaranteed to fail if you don't solid state it. All right, Jeff, anything else for the net tonight? Okay. All right, who else for the boat anchors? K5LYN calling and listening. Well, I may have done my thing. Jay, you want to take it? We've run about almost an hour here. K5LYN, over to you, Jay.
Yes, sir. We've only missed a couple out of the 32 or 31 check-ins. So let me back up and see if Bob is back in there. KA5CXG. Bob, are you there? Well, guess not. How about Dennis? W5SE. How about W5DPP? Sammy, you got anything you want to say? Well, shucks. All righty. Oh, by the way, Lynn, my R820 Kenwood receiver should be here by the end of the week, and then I'm going to have some fun. Anyway, all right, folks, this is the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. We seem to have run out of victims for the moment. So if there's anyone out there that would like to check in, come now, please. Hearing nothing and assuming that might be it, I appreciate everyone who checked in. And we always love to talk to everybody. The old rigs sound great. It's a lot of fun keeping them going. So then I guess I'll pass it back to Rusty, and then he can pass it back to you and whatever. But it's been a great night. 31 check-ins so far. KM5QS.
KM5.
KM5QS. W35R. There we go. All right, Jay. Who else out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Anybody else out there we haven't spoke to yet who wants to get in on the Boat Anchors Unlimited there? Come now. Well, we may have run the string there, Lynn.
Well, I think we'll cover the territory, Rusty. You want me to talk a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Great net tonight, folks, and I think there's a good chance Matt had time to record it, and I'm sure looking forward to that in the morning. I always sit there and listen to it from beginning to end. Anybody need to talk to me about anything before we shut it down and turn the frequency back to normal use here? K5LYN. 73, guys. We'll see you all around. K5LYN. Clear and listen. Have a great week.